painters and friends, I have another preview for you. This is the Korean naval commander Yi Sun-sin from Nits planet. The casting is again of good quality with minimal mold lines, refined a few resin blocks, and on one place only a few micro holes that will need to be repaired. The parts are of good quality, nothing is broken, so it's time to tell you something about the history of this important commander in Korean history. Sometimes legends are not born in palaces, but on the sea. In a land between mountains and ocean, there lived a man who never ran, never betrayed, and never lost. Yi Sun-sin was born on the 28th of April 1545 in the Korean capital of Honsong, modern-day Seoul. He came from an impoverished noble family and grew up in an area full of tension, strife, and looming war. His path to greatness was anything but easy. He failed the military exams more than once, but he never gave up. Even then, his determination, discipline, and sense of honor stood out. As an officer stationed in the north, he defended Korea's borders from Jurchen raiders. He earned a reputation for courage, strategy, and strict but fair command. And yet, political intrigue brought false accusations and imprisonment. Still, without bitterness, he returned and rose again. In 1592, disaster struck Korea. Toyotomi Hideyoshi, the unifier of Japan, launched a massive invasion. It was the start of the Imjin War, a brutal conflict that would reshape East Asia. Yi Sun-sin was appointed naval commander of the Jeolla province. His fleet was small, his men untrained, but his mind sharper than any blade. His first victory came at the Battle of Okpo. Swift, precise, devastating. From there, one battle followed another, and each one ended the same way, a crushing Korean victory. His most brilliant triumph came at the Battle of Hansando. Using the crane wing formation, he encircled the enemy fleet and annihilated them. His command was like a chess match, calm, precise, and deadly. But perhaps the most astonishing moment came in 1597. With only 13 ships left under his command, Yi faced a Japanese fleet of over 300 vessels. In the narrow Mayeongyang Strait, he used powerful currents and the geography itself as a weapon. The enemy was routed. An impossible victory and one of the greatest feats of naval warfare in history. Yi Sun-sin was not only a strategist, but also an innovator. He revived and improved the famous turtle ships, Jeobukseon, low in profile, armored in iron, and bearing a dragon's head that could emit smoke. Not just a weapon, a psychological force. To the Japanese, they were terrifying spectres of the sea. In December 1598, in the final naval clash of the war, the Battle of Naryang, Korean and Chinese forces crushed the retreating Japanese fleet, but Yi was mortally wounded. His final words, "The battle is still raging. Tell no one I have died." Even in death, he reminded the commander, his only concern the morale of his men. Yi Sun-sin never lost a single battle. His tactics are still studied in the military academies around the world. His war diary, Nanjung Ilji, is recognized by UNESCO as a world cultural treasure. And his legacy is one of loyalty, courage, and brilliant leadership. Today, his statue stands in the heart of Seoul, his gaze fixed toward the sea, sword in hand, unshaken, a hero untouched by fear, fame, or failure. Thank you very much for your patience in listening to a short biography of this important man in Korean history. I will look forward to seeing you at the next preview and see you soon.